Marketing Coordinator for Agway.
Hi, I'm John Tyrone. I'm an attorney in the area. I work for a firm of Jackson and Tyrone in Holyoke. And welcome to the show.
And welcome to Strictly Business. I want to thank John and Nicole for coming on. Corey couldn't make it today. So as always, the show must go on. And so welcome to the show, and we'll jump right into the hot topics. First up, Starbucks turns used cups into new cups. Starbucks are soon to serve morning coffee in a used paper cup that's been recycled from old cups. The coffee chain aims to ensure 100% of its cups will be usable and recyclable by 2015. That's huge between all the cups that they use right now. Definitely gonna be good for the economy.
Well, I was thinking of a couple different angles about this. I think it's great going green because everybody is, it's really not even like a fad anymore. It's just the way that people are living and how people are doing business, and I think it's great. But I was also thinking the cost. Starbucks is already extremely expensive. Just to get a cup of coffee, it's like $3, $4, $5, and just to do the refinery of all the recycled paper and everything like that, I wonder if it's going to make the coffee prices increase.
Yeah, I was wondering actually, similar to that, where I actually thought the price would go up. I thought it would, the collection efforts that they were making would, maybe add some extra costs as opposed that would make it higher. But I also thought the bigger sort of dark horse in the room is that this idea that maybe they're going to have an image problem with trying to sell people on the idea that we're going to give you coffee in cups that were used by other people, especially in this world where everybody's afraid of something. Too. So I think they need to be really transparent in the process and how the cups will be safe and clean and nobody's going to get sick or something like that. But that's immediately the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah. Well, they're testing it out this coming year in 2011 in a major city. They haven't decided which city yet, but they're calling it cup-to-cup concept. It goes in with the dirtiness of, here, all right, I'm done with my cup, Nicole, do you want it?
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's going to come out. I mean, it's one step for them to do something good for the economy and good to put their name more green compared to Dunkin' Donuts I don't think there's any other big coffee chain like that. But, I mean, I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to make themselves separate from Dunkin' Donuts.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Next topic, there's a new Agwam store. Agwam, Western Mass. It's a home source warehouse. It opened up on Black Friday, the 26th of November. It's a local discount department store where old Stephen Barry's in that plaza where there's Dave's Pet Food City. There used to be Ames and Superfood Mart, and there's been nothing there for 10 years, and then they started remodeling. The store has furniture, home goods, electronics, clothing. It'll be 35,000 square feet. I drove by it a few times. The place is huge, and it looks very nice. I've known a couple people that went in and said, nice products.
I thought it wasn't opening till summer. Did I read that wrong?
It was first supposed to open this past summer, but then it kind of just little by little pushed back, and it finally opened up Friday.
By coincidence, I drove by there just, I think, Monday, and it was open, and I was happy to see something there because that whole area is kind of empty, and there really isn't much going on there.
I agree.
Too, and anything they can do, they really needed an anchor there, and I think Dave's right across the parking lot will really benefit from that too. So.
Yeah.
I know, being a resident, not that we have to travel very far to get anywhere, but there really isn't anything in Agawam, and that plaza was hurting for quite some time. There was just nothing in there for over a year.
It's right next to the Games and Lanes complex is right behind it, and that's
been burned down forever.
Empty. I heard there was something going on with it, but I'll wait and see.
Yeah.
It would be good if it builds more businesses around it.
Well, it's going to drive more traffic to that plaza, and then it's going to help Agawam and Western Mass economic-wise, where it's going to drive more money in the area. And I guess there's word on the street there's already a restaurant that's going to be put in that plaza now because Home Source Warehouse is not a chain, it's an independent store. So I think it's going to drive a lot of people to go there because it's not a chain. A lot of people want to shop at the small businesses, and I know the business owner, I guess he owns a couple businesses in Westfield, and this is kind of a combination between all stores. So I have high hopes for the store. I think it's going to do very well in the area. I'm going to have to go and shop there for Christmas, so check it out. Next up, this is kind of fun topic-ish, I guess. The Kardashian people, I don't even think I said the name right.
Kardashian.
Yes, sorry. Kardashian card, they had a MasterCard credit card. It's been canceled after like 20 some odd days. It's been controversial basically because it had hidden fees. It had charged $60 to $100 to activate the card. So much money to go in to just have a card named after a celebrity, and it got pulled because the people that are fans of these 3 or 4 women can't afford what they can afford. So they pulled the card, and it's been getting bad rep, and the women just pulled it basically because they have great image, which I don't think, I mean, between what's been on the press with all of them, I don't think they have a great image, but they say they have a great image and they worked really hard for it, so they didn't want this to dampen their image.
They're obviously quite good business people. They've made a name for themselves when they really have nothing to stand on. They just happen to be rich socialites. So, but every company's been doing this for years. I mean, every baseball team has their own credit card, but they don't charge you $60, $100 to sign up for it.
Right.
It's not a prepaid. This one's a prepaid card, I understood
Right.
too.
Yeah,
so there's just so many hidden fees, and I think really the reason it was canceled is because there was so much pushback from the consumers saying that we're just fed up with being hidden fees and being charged things that really hurt their image. So,
And I think too that they are good business people, but I don't think they know the business that they were in. And I think that
that's a good
their
point.
advisors really didn't instruct them that it was going to cost X, Y, and Z. So while they're trying to protect their precious image, I think that they really had no idea what they were getting into in the first place. And it's kind of sad they only had 250 subscribers to their credit card, prepaid card, whatever.
Well, I looked up in a little more into the videos aspect of their interviews, and what's the ringleader, Kim? She was pretty much saying you can use the card to buy our clothing and our makeup and our this and our that. Pretty much they're trying to build an empire, and they want their fans to use this card to buy products from their empire. But it got to the point where, with all those fees and already paying high-end prices for all the stuff that they have, it's just...
Yeah, and I understood that they were the ones behind terminating the agreement too.
Yeah.
So they saw that it was an experiment that didn't work, and it was going to hurt their image for this empire that I think they are trying to build.
Yep.
So it was a no-brainer to get rid of it. But
Yep. And
it's a lesson learned.
Yeah, exactly. Not to step into anything that has to do with finances, ladies. Let your lawyers worry about that.
Yeah.
Next up, Apple wins the patent for glasses-free 3D TV. Say that 5 times fast. They applied for the patent back in 2006. I know, I think it was episode 23, a few episodes ago, we were talking about how Toshiba was going to be launching glasses-free 3D TV. Well, Apple won the patent, so they won the war against that, I guess. The article is really interesting. It's from fastcompany.com if you have a chance to go and read it. But the way they described how they're going to be creating this TV, it really feels like we're going to be stepping into a whole new generation of how TVs are going to be made. The system itself is going to use a camera to detect facial positions of viewers and dynamic projection system that's capable of viewing different images. I can't even say this right, so I'm going to read it off of here. At the right angle so that each viewer can receive a different 3D effect.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like we're living in the Jetsons world.
Yeah.
And I'm just ready to apply for a job for Space Lee's Problems. Because we're watching, almost like a hologram watching TV. So it's just gonna. And the one thing I really hate about 3D glasses is 3D glasses.
Yeah.
So if I can not wear 3D glasses, especially since I wear glasses all the time, trying to fit them over my glasses is a nightmare, and I can usually end up taking them off. I would be really excited.
Yeah, so. I usually get headaches from the glasses. Even in the movie theaters, I would go see them, and then I would just kind of get mad and just get upset. I pay $4 to get a headache. Right. So,
yeah, this is definitely something that's going to be on my husband's wish list.
And as an Apple fan, I am super excited about them coming out with it because I think they'll take it and push it even further.
Well, yeah,
and they'll update it and make it even better. So
I'm guessing the name's going to be i3D. Well, I mean, they've been working on this since 2006, so just imagine what they're working on now that's going to be released 4 or 5 years down the line. And they've always been ahead of the game with most of their products. So I'm very excited for this. There's no release date on it yet. I'm assuming it's going to happen within a year. If this article is already in the works, they're already working on it. So maybe by next Christmas. But they're saying the 3D for Apple, it's a user input via the camera aspect. It's kind of like the Xbox Kinect. So it's going to have an extra part where you can insert the 3D TV image, whatever it's called, 3D effect. So we'll see when it comes out and see if the people will buy and how it's going to go with the...
It'll be interesting to see if the cable companies really buy into it too, and see how soon they start integrating the 3D type programming out there, or if Apple's going to come out with their own thing to try to challenge the cable companies.
Well, I know Xfinity, which used to be Comcast, they have on their on-demand, they do have 3D optional movies. If you have glasses, you can put on the glasses. You can watch the 3D movies on Xfinity. So Xfinity, if you want to sponsor the show, I can plug you anytime, anywhere. But you know, which I think is great now because all the DVDs are selling in 3D now. You don't have to buy the DVDs. You can just rent them, buy the glasses, and you're all set. So now with this, it's just going to take it to a whole new level where I think the cable companies are going to have to kind of keep up the pace with Apple and the Google TV and whatever TV is coming out now.
I bet you have to pay even more for cable with that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as fabulous as it is.
Yeah.
Again.
You want anything nice, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
Well, I bought a Blu-ray player like 6 months ago from Sony, and it already actually was 3D ready. And then they had a software update because there's a Wi-Fi built into it that made it 3D. I don't even have a 3D TV yet, so they're that far ahead of the the schedule. So I think I've heard that cable companies are sort of gearing against each other and driving the prices down, which I hope is true. But I know the price will go up when there's
Well, I mean, there's a lot with the cable companies. There's a lot going on. I know Comcast canceled Netflix for subscribers, where if you have Comcast or Netflix, and I'm not sure how this works, but you can't have both. So you can't view your movies from Netflix on Comcast. Or you can't live stream them to your internet if you have Comcast internet. So basically because they want you to buy their movies from on demand and not from Netflix. So there's a big war between Netflix and Comcast now.
Wow.
Yeah, I just read
So
up.
do you get denied?
I don't know. I'm gonna talk about it on the next episode. I'm gonna go do a little more research on it.
I'll watch next episode.
But I just found this out today, so I mean, it's just one of those great things that great to talk about. But
so when
sucks
I get
for
home,
people
I
that have to go
can't
through
do
it.
that anymore. Huh?
Yeah. John, Nicole, thank you for coming on, and we'll be right back with Deborah Rizza from Agway to talk about Agway. Welcome back to the Business Spotlight. I'm here with Deborah Rizza, Marketing Manager of Agway. Deborah, what's the history of Agway?
Well, Agway's been around for 30 or 40 years. Southern States, our parent company out of Richmond, Virginia, purchased Agway, all the rights to Agway in 2000. So the Agways that you see now are what was purchased by Southern States, and we are the wholesaler to the Agways. There's about 440 Agway dealers at this point, growing every day, and we provide them with all the products and marketing services and online services and any way we can support the dealers.
So what are some of the most popular products that Agway has to offer?
It's really seasonal. So in the spring, that's our Christmas. That's our big season. Fertilizers and soils and our Agway grass seeds. We carry a full line of private labeled products in all of those categories. Weed preventers, hand tools, long-handled tools, anything you need for a project outside, Agway carries. And then when you're looking at winter, we kind of transition over to obviously ice melters, shovels. Surprisingly to a lot of people, one of the items that are huge all year round, but especially in winter, is bird seed and bird feeders and bird baths.
During the winter?
Yeah, it's an enormous category because the birds need seed more in the winter. They still need water in the winter, so bird baths with de-icers and heaters in them. So that's a huge category for us in the winter.
So what sets Agway apart from the competitors?
Agway, what sets Agway stores apart from the competitors is it's basically summed up with our tagline, brands you trust, people who know. We sell quality products at reasonable prices, and dealers provide knowledge and service. So service to the point where they will even carry your products out to the car for you, which you don't see nowadays anymore.
Yeah. So what is next for Agway?
Agway's growing regularly, so we're always adding new dealers. Right now we're in 11 states, and we're always growing that dealer base that we have. For us in the marketing department, we are promoting Agway on the web in every way that we can. So for us, it's driving the brand and then driving people to the Agway stores to purchase our products.
So where can the viewers and the customers, where can they find a local Agway store for them?
The easiest way to find your Agway is go to our website, agway.com, and there's a store locator there. You just put your zip code in, and then it'll pull up within 10, 20, 30 miles of where you live, and that's basically the best way to find an Agway near you.
And where can they find out about more of the products and more information of Agway?
We've got a couple of different ways that we try and provide information to customers. We've got the website, and there's a full product catalog on the website, and there are over 7,000 knowledge-based articles. So anything you want to know, any projects that you're doing, you can go onto the website and see it. We're also on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we have a blog all about birding called Ask Tom, and we have an Agway blog where we talk about everything else that Agway provides to the consumer, and then basically how to do your projects and how to do it easier, better.
Right. So find them on Facebook at Facebook/Agway, Twitter.com/Agway, and we'll be right back. I want to thank everyone for coming on the show. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Corey for not showing up. And make sure you tune in for next episode. We got a great December cast coming up, so make sure you tune in. And we'll see you guys next time.